Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have x to the power of 3 plus x squared plus x plus 1 equals 0. So now what we're first going to do is we're going to focus on our left side here. And we're going to simplify this a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide this into two parts. We have x to the power of 3 plus x squared and x plus 1 on our right side. So for x to the power of 3 plus x squared, what we're going to do is we're going to factor out our greatest common factor, which in this case is x squared. So if we factor out x squared from x to the power of 3 plus x squared, well, x to the power of 3 divided by x squared, what is that? Well, if we have a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So x to the power of 3 over x squared, this would equal x to the power of 3 minus 2, which is simply just x to the power of 1, which is x. So x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 2 is x, plus x squared divided by x squared is simply just 1 because anything divided by itself is 1. And now on this side we have plus, and as you can see, since we already have x plus 1 here, we don't need to do anything. This side can't be simplified. And this is equal to 0. So now this would actually give us two equations. Because x plus 1, this is x plus 1 times 1, right? So now these two are the same. So that's one equation, x plus 1 equals 0. And then we have this plus this, x squared plus 1. So that's another equation. X squared plus 1 equals 0. So for x plus 1 equals 0, all we have to do is simply subtract 1 on both sides. This cancels out, and we get x equals -1. So this is one of our solutions. Now for x squared plus 1, well, we still subtract 1 on both sides. These two cancel out, and we get x squared equals -1. Now, if we take the square root on both sides, we get x equals the square root of -1. And the square root of -1 is actually equal to I. So I is also a solution. So our two solutions are x equals -1 and x equals I. Guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have x squared minus 6 squared minus 6 is equal to x. And what I'm first going to do is I'm actually going to set a equal to x squared minus 6. So I'm going to set the variable a equal to x squared minus 6. And if this is true, and if we substitute in a for x squared minus 6, our equation would be a squared minus 6 is equal to x. So now if this is true, and let's say this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Now, I'm actually going to subtract both of these. I'm going to subtract x squared minus a squared. So x squared minus a squared. And what ends up happening is we get the result as a minus x. x squared minus a squared is equal to a minus x. So if we have something in the form m squared minus n squared, this can also be written as m plus n times m minus n. Meaning x squared minus a squared is equal to x plus a times x minus a. And now if I add x on both sides, we would get plus x. And then if I subtract a on both sides, we would get minus a. And now because there's nothing left on our right-hand side, we would simply have 0. So now I'm going to factor out x minus a from this. So x minus a times x minus a, x plus a times x minus a divided by x minus a is simply just x plus a. And x minus a divided by x minus a is 1. So we have x plus a plus 1. And this is equal to 0. So now this would actually give us two equations. We would have x minus a is equal to 0. And for this, if we add a on both sides, we simply get x is equal to a. And if x is equal to x squared minus 6, because remember, a is equal to x squared minus 6 and x equals a. That means x equals x squared minus 6. And if we subtract by x on both sides, so we get 0 is equal to x squared minus x minus 6. Now we have a quadratic equation, and this would actually be simplified to 0 is equal to x minus 3 times x plus 2, meaning our two solutions for x would be x is equal to 3 and x is equal to negative 2. However, there is still another equation. We still have x plus a plus 1 equals 0. So if x plus a plus 1 is equal to 0, that means that x is equal to, I'm going to subtract everything and move it to the right-hand side, negative a minus 1. And I'm actually going to plug in a. A is x squared minus 6, so this means x is equal to negative 1 times x squared minus 6 is negative x squared plus 6 minus 1, and 6 minus 1 is 5. So we have negative x squared plus 5. So now if we subtract x on both sides, we get 0 is equal to x x squared plus x minus 5. And if we plug this into our quadratic formula, we get -1 plus or minus the square root of 21 over 2. So these are our two other equations. We have -1 plus the square root of 21 over 2 and -1 minus the square root of 21 over 2.